Those of you watching the live stream, if you have understood the logic of the bullish setup which I said and why I have not entered, if you've got that clarity, then if you're making use of those kind of thing, it will be useful for you even in Nifty and Bank Nifty when you trade. Okay, so these kind of things, if you're making use of it, you're learning something, then support the channel traders by liking the video. Okay, the correction. So this one candle alone would have created problem for a lot of people, right? 500 points. Lower level, if market goes, it can go maybe up to 5,800 zone, 5,000, this zone it can go up to. Volume is good, volume is strong. Gold analysis. Gold. Let's say gold at this point of time. It has given a breakout here. Okay. This seems like a cup. This seems like a cup. Market was supposed to form a handle. It did not form a handle. It has just given a breakout. Then what levels market can hold? That one, maybe how we can understand is previously from where market reversed. That zone we have to see. This zone, this is an important range. Okay, 3,260, that is the range. Only if market breaks this range, it can go up to 3,279. Sorry, this is the range for me. This is the range. Okay, now if market, let's say it corrects, gives a breakdown here, and then if this zone is acting as support, then maybe you can be looking for opportunity towards the upside, right? So until then, I think this is the zone. 330, and here right, consider this zone. This is the next supporting area. If market gives a breakdown from here, it can bounce. As of now, it is given a breakout at the upper level. It is difficult to judge. Is this trend line holding? No, trend line breakout also market has given. Nothing interesting in gold at this point of time. Upper level, this is the resistance. In the future, let's say if gold moves down, okay, it moves down from here, next upper level it can reach. Okay, so have this kind of view about gold is my understanding, opinion. US market is not giving any big clarity for me at this point of time. If you see Nasdaq and all, yes, it has opened with a gap down. S&P 500 is bearish. Dow Jones, which was kind of bearish, it has become neutral. So indecision is there. Is there any proper setup, we will look into it. Apart from that, let's not forcefully jump into any kind of trade. Yesterday, this buyer zone, what I discussed from where market moved, yes, our target got achieved. We booked profit here. But I thought, okay, if market is holding on to the zone, it will correct and later it can give a upside spike. But that spike we did not get at all yesterday. Market again settled within the lower level itself, and it came to the buying pressure zone. So today, if it breaks, it can be a bit solid, but US market is not showing that conviction. So this one candle alone has given a decent pullback, and it's at a proper place. We cannot risk too much in this trade. Let's say I'm entering here, stop loss here, and then target up to this zone. The setup is there, but to a certain extent, US market is kind of negative. So let's try this. I've entered, I've placed the order. I'll take the stop loss here. Who consider yourself as safe trader, maybe you can keep quiet. You need not enter right now. So I have entered. This is my entry point. This is my stop loss point. This is the previous supporting zone. Market came down, removed weak players. After that, more movement if it does towards the downside. Then next here, one opportunity towards the upside I will look into. From here only, if it reverses, I will not get the next opportunity, right? So I'll copy the price. I'll place the target. Update. I've taken the entry. We will see how it goes. As of now, I'm at cost to cost. The stop loss, if I want, I can reduce as well. I've taken the entry. We'll see how it goes. Already I have discussed this is a bearish bullish price action pattern. I'll switch to 3 minutes. So how many people entered along with me? US Fed Chairman Powell speaks. We will see traders. For him, there is pressure that he needs to cut the interest rate and things like that. They're saying, in case you don't cut, we will change. All of those pressure he has, as much as possible for the better. Only person whom I see is doing the right thing is Powell sir. He's not cutting the interest rate. If he cuts the interest rate, then dollar value will reduce, gold price will increase. That is favorable for me itself. I think in July month, in case there is pressure, he will do a 0.25 basis rate cut. But when that happens, we will see. Srivatsa sir, hello. How many of you entered along with me? Let me know. I'll just turn off the screen for 2 minutes. In higher time frame is a bearish pattern. In higher time frame, in what time frame you want me to look into, sir? Let me know. We'll reduce the stop loss a bit. The moment what we want, we have got. Okay, it's a good continuation. Probably a proper entry we have got. So as much as possible, we'll just leave the setup as it is. Daily time frame. Okay, I'll look into it, sir. The setup, what is there, we will look into it, how it goes, and then we will decide. Vardarajan sir entered. Vaishnav missed the entry. This breakout and all would have attracted people. So anyone who entered at this breakout, let's say who has taken fresh entry, to trap the market could have corrected up to this zone itself, but it gave a very big fall. So entire most of the things market wanted to remove. Anyone who's taken bearish trade at bullish trade at this breakout or this breakout, everyone market wanted to trap. Only then it wanted to move up is how I'm seeing. So this zone, if when market came formed this week, here I got this conviction, but I was looking at 15 minutes time frame. So for me to get the sentiment, it took a bit longer. And I was telling you right here, if I think about entering, where will I place my stop loss? That's not possible. I cannot place my stop loss here. So when it gave a reversal at the zone, if I had planned the entry, stop loss would be reasonable. 1:2 risk reward. For me, planning also became a bit easy. Thanks for adding me into crypto group. You're welcome, sir. In crypto group, I know traders, two things are pending. One is a intraday strategy, which is based on Fibonacci and things like that. I'm very convinced now. The setup and all, what I said, I marked the Fibonacci level. I said traders no need to enter here and all, right? That logic, everything I will explain, and I have to make that course. That is there, that is pending. I will definitely give. Now I think since I have a lot of other things to do, that's why I'm not making the time. But definitely I will tell you, July month, no matter what, you will definitely get this Fibonacci course, option selling course, what I was talking about. That also, if the market sentiment permits, that also I will give. Okay, this at least one course definitely for all the crypto members I will give. Okay, already one course I have given. One more course definitely I will give. You don't worry about that. July month definitely you will get. Okay, don't worry. If those of you who's new, who wants to join our community group, you can open account with Delta Exchange. The link is there in the pinned comment. Have a look at that. So if you join the group, even you will be getting free access to the course. Okay, already there is a course here. Where is it? This course is already there. If you click on the pinned message here, this course is there. This is EMA based strategy with all the examples. So you can have a look at that. That also has a good success rate. Even if success rate is 50-60%, the reward what you will get holding on to the trade for longer duration is very good. So if you're interested, you can try that. Watch that course. See how it market reacts to those EMA levels based on the entry what I've given. Just get used to it, and then maybe you will get this. This is more about people who do not want to use any kind of indicator. How I look at the market based on price action, stop loss hunting, those kind of logic, different kind of support and resistance, how we will mark, at what levels, what we need to think. Those kind of things will be explained there. So does BTC have daily expiry while we do intraday? What will happen if we carry forward the trade in the next few days? See, you go to the option section. here you see 1st July expiry, 2nd July, 3rd July. So everything next day 5 o'clock, 5:30 it gets expired. If you want to hold on, you have to take next day or the day after that, like that expiry, right? You cannot take automatically, it will get closed. Maybe there will be some kind of fine also, the chances there. I am not personally if I've taken the expiry daily expiry setup, the strategy what I'm going to teach you will be in this one itself. Last 35 minutes, 40 minutes, how we can capture a range. Okay, which strike price to choose, that one I will explain. But there is a daily expiry. You cannot carry forward the expiry which is going to close on July 1st. You cannot keep it for July 2nd or 3rd, right? The position should get automatically squared off. In intraday, if you do in Nifty, Bank Nifty, if you take today's expiry 315, 320, what happens to your position? It automatically closes, right? So that is something that you need to consider. What about others? Hi son, my risk to reward is not good because every time my stop loss is equal to brokerage of delta exchange. See, you see here, if you take, let's say 100 quantity, okay, if I'm taking 100 quantity, then what is happening here, minimum my risk reward is 1:2. There are certain days where I will be trying to capture 1:3, 1:4, like that situation also. So for me, FIO registered, this is there. I do not want to go to XNS and things like that and there give the brokerage. For me, after brokerage, how much I'm making is important. Let's say I'm taking this trade. In this trade, how much I'll be making? Minimum $60. In $60, I think approximately $10 will go for brokerage. $50 is mine. So if for you, if brokerage, if it is going, that means you're not either the setup what you're following, your losses is high, okay, or then the profit what you make, let's say market you entered here, it gave a movement here, you think this is the resistance, you will book your profit and exit. You're not waiting for 1:2, 1:3. If that is the thing what you're doing, every time your loss is big, your profit is small. If that is the case, of course you will end up in loss. Now from here, can the market reverse? It can reverse, but if it reverses also, I don't want to book the profit here or things like that. I'm okay to give the loss because I know in a series of 30-40 trades whatever I take, in that even 50% if I'm successful where I get 1:3, 1:4, okay, my brokerage will get covered, this one gets covered, everything gets covered. Loss is under my control. That is what I'll focus on. In this particular trade, you see what is the loss for me, 220 points. Okay, if 220 points for 100 quantity, approximately it should be $22. Yeah, $22-25. Okay, so that risk I am taking. So of course you take the trade, you have to give the brokerage. There are other platforms which will charge you lesser brokerage, but I'm ready to give brokerage here because of their being FIO registered and people whom I follow personally. Since how SEBI is important, same way FIO registration is important. If XNS is so much this one, why are they not getting themselves FIO registered? That maybe you cannot trade in instruments like this one, right? What is that? USD dollars you cannot trade, forex, or here you don't have option to trade in gold. For that different platform I'm looking into, that if I get which is FIO registered, I will try. Okay, until then for me I'm okay to give the brokerage because I'm confident about the setup. I know within a span of 30 days, 40 days, based on all the trades what I take, based on the setup which I take, I will end up in profit. 1 month I might break even, or I might go in loss, but over a period of time. So here people would have thinking about exiting, right? Or people might think about entering bearish trade, considering this as a resistance. That is something which I will not do. Maybe here I will say safe traders to plan their exit if they want, but I will stick to the target. That is what I will be doing. So yesterday's setup, you see here what I shared in the group. Where is it? The set in live also you would have seen, right? In live also you would have seen what kind of this one I took. The setup, you see what is the risk reward? 1:4, right? So like this opportunity you have to try to capture, where as soon as you see small profit, if you keep running away from the market, you cannot make the profits. If the movement is happening, at least you have to go based on trailing the stop loss and things like that, so that it be a risk-free trade. For me, see whatever happens here, what I've got under my control, my risk. Now I've got it to $13. Now this is a pressure zone. Okay, this area is a pressure zone. So from here any pressure can come. So safe traders who wants to book, you can book it off at this area. How's your experience with heat map so far? It's kind of okay, but little more time I have to give for that. And I'm looking into heat map not quite often, because I'm very much used to this price action stop loss hunting concept. That is what I believe in. That's why to a certain extent heat map and all I'm not giving that much importance, but I know it is working. When I look into it, I know it is kind of working. You will already have a setup. Okay, this setup you would have planned everything, you have put the rules. Anything new you add to it will, let's say you add news, you add one indicator, you add something else. For the existing setup which is already profitable, when you add new things, it will become more pressurizing, because it will create confusion, because this data will say something, and here as per your actual setup which is giving you confidence, it will be saying something else for you, right? So as much as possible, only for the existing setup, small things you have to add, where you have to give importance for it, only 5%, 6%, things like that. Now traders who's consider yourself as safe, see this zone. This is the trend line resistance area. Market is holding on to this range. If you want to exit, you exit. If you don't want to exit, hold along with me, you do. But my duty is to inform you that there is a resistance here. You want to book the profit and close, you can close. Okay, I will anyways hold in case there is a pullback. If it hits the stop loss also, I'm losing around $10. I'm okay with that. For me, setup is giving confidence, entry is proper, all of those things only I'll factor in. Same like you gave fantastic strategy in Nifty. You are speaking about option selling strategy. I can see many people using the option selling strategy, right? Robin sir, are you using that option selling strategy? That is what you are referring to. Since I don't want to repeat, I will say this here. Excuse me. This is the seller zone. We have to be careful since our entry is here. Market is at seller zone. Okay, Robin sir, can you send me message, WhatsApp message? I would like to speak with you. I need to know your experience. I need to take your feedback and things like that based on that strategy. Many people are using that. They have given me their feedback. I want personally speak to you and understand little more. If you have time, you can reach out, send a WhatsApp message. Okay. If you have the recent reports and things like that, that also you can share with me. Now traders, you see market is moving up. It's good that we held on to the trade. Additionally, target is a bit 200 points. That's it. Now in this case, since market is here, what I would suggest each and every one of you is get your stop loss here. Okay. This is a final zone. Market can give a pullback here. You want to book the profit also, you book. Here, why am I doing this is because this is the selling pressure zone. From here, if it corrects, some people might get into trouble. As long as I move the stop loss, even you will not trail. So please be careful. You want to book here also, you book. Okay. My plan is if market moves to the upper level to trail the stop loss even more, move my target little further. That I will see based on yesterday I was expecting bullish movement too much. It did not come. Today if it comes, then we will have a look into it. Because if it goes, it will not give us $60-$70. It will give us $100 also. Okay. I'm extending the target. I'm trailing the stop loss. But safe traders, this is the resistance. You can think about exiting there if you want. So minimum $13 or $18 is the profit. So this became a risk-free trade for us, right? As of now, still the seller has not yet proved if he's strong or weak. Okay. The seller at this zone only he should have put pressure. He has not yet put pressure. That means the seller is kind of weak. If market comes to this resistance, this target will get achieved. After this pullback or something like that also, next this zone or this upper zone we can target and go. Okay. I messaged you on WhatsApp. Is that the number, sir? My team and I, everyone use. I've got the message, Robin, sir. You just, if possible, tomorrow, if you can message me after market hours, after 3 o'clock. See, this is an important zone. Like I said, whoever wants to book profit, you can book here. Market is very close to this resistance. You want to book also, you can book. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow after market hours, if we have a discussion, that would be great. I'm really interested to speak with you. Still, I consider this as seller zone itself. Hopefully it continues. If it breaks this zone, it will be very good. After correction also, it can move up. People will not be taking bullish trade at the zone considering, okay, there is going to be a resistance. If market has to tempt them, it has to give a breakout. We'll see how things are going. Anyone who entered along with me as of now will be in profit. This is the seller zone. If you're too much worried, you can book the profit also. I've trailed my stop loss in this trade. I'm not going to make any loss. So I'm kind of okay to hold this trade. Rest of the market, what I'm seeing, there's no proper. Dow Jones has come kind of to the resistance. Nasdaq and all is in indecision zone. Hopefully. Those of you who's made use of this setup, this update, who have understood the logic, okay, many people at this breakout also they would enter, right? To trap them also market can correct. That's why I'm saying safe traders, if you want to book, you book here. So where and all there is a risk area that I have informed, you take the decision that you want. I'm just trailing the stop loss. I've just left it as it is. Of course, I'll be disappointed if market comes to this zone, gives a breakdown after hitting the stop loss if it recovers. But that is part of market, part of trading. Since my risk I have to manage, that risk I have managed here by making this stop loss what is here, I've got it to a profitable situation. So from here, how it goes market, it is left to the market. Those of you made use of the setup content, support the channel traders if you're learning something new today by liking the video and mentioning in the comment section also. Around 50 people plus are watching the live stream, only 25 likes. After liking the live stream, please come to the comment section, mention your name. The top 5 names I will announce. Okay? Like the live stream, mention your name in the comment section. We'll see who messages the first. Missed the trade. That's okay, sir. Maybe next opportunity you will get. Mohammed Sabik, thank you so much for liking the live stream. 4 more people. Like the video quickly and mention your name. Manoj sir, thank you so much. Sir, why are you not giving stocks for short term and long term? Where to speak about stocks, traders? SEBI is not living. Chaitra, TC, thank you so much, ma'am. Amannath sir, thank you so much for the support. See, the concepts, whatever I'm discussing here in this live stream, all of these things you can use in Indian market also. All right. So this is a kind of learning itself, how I manage the risk, how I place my entry, how I hold on to the trade based on price action, stop loss hunting, how I look at this concept. If you see Nifty, you see here, you remember this angle. Yesterday we made captured very good movement in the market. So this was a proper price action pattern. Now we have got the continuation that we expected. Market almost near the initial target which I planned, but my target I have increased. How things go for me, I have to see. Swaroop Kumar sir, thank you so much for liking the live stream. One last person like the live stream and leave a comment. We will announce your name. Traders, the setup which we have taken, proper calculative risk setup only we have taken, right? Market was moving up. We avoided taking trade here because this was the seller pressure zone. And also I said when we came live here, if I enter here, if I enter, we will not get proper risk reward. So we waited until market corrected. Once correction is over, weak players market removed, then only we entered here, placing the stop loss here. As the market started moving up, we kept on trailing the stop loss and going very close to the target. Okay, but we have a resistance here. Safe traders who wants to exit already exit. I have discussed. I have trailed my stop loss. I've got my risk in a decent place. So in case market reverse also, I will end up in profit itself. From this target, I've extended my target to the upper level also. All these things what we have done is a calculative setup itself. Here or there, we will be making small stop losses. We should not worry too much about that, as long as it is as per our risk capacity. Too much tension we should not take about that, is my opinion. Because let's say you started off early, you're very new to crypto, you just trade with 10 quantity, but stick to the setup, stick to the rules. It will give you the confidence after 20-30 trade to take the next setup. After that, giving you confidence, again you will increase your quantity to 50, then slowly you will increase to 100. Like that it will happen, traders. You see, it reached the target zone. This is the previous resistance. Market just touched the target. Now from here it can correct also, or it can move up also. That market will decide. Based on price action, maybe it will come for a pullback and then move. Safe traders, this setup target is achieved. How many of you booked the profit? Or how many of you are still holding? Let me know. Selling is a bit strong at this zone after reaching the target. Will I hold the trade? I will hold. Maybe it will correct up to this zone and move. If it hits the stop loss and move also, nothing can be done. My risk is managed. It's under my control. That is all I will look into. But this proper 1:2 risk reward, what we expected, that we have got. So that is more important for us. Let me know, traders, what happened to your setup. From the live stream started itself, we were waiting for the bullish setup. Properly we have waited for the breakdown. Seller pressure zone correction. Then only we are holding. So now some of you might ask me, this is the resistance, right? Your target is too far. Will market achieve? Now this target achieving chances is 50-50. This was the initial target. I was very much convinced for this. And this additional target, why I'm saying is, if this level market doesn't respect, it moves up, then today I might have an opportunity to tap in this level also. Upper level and things like that. So that is something which I'm okay with. For that risk-free trade, I'm thinking of holding. So what you want to do with the profit already reached, you want to book, exit, you can exit. Krishna Kumar sir, thank you so much for liking the live stream. Pressure is definitely there here. Look at global market, how it's performing. Dow Jones, though, it's kind of become a rocket. It's given days high breakout and continuation. So that's holding on Dow Jones. S&P 500, Nasdaq and all, it's recovered. It opened with a gap down, right? It both have recovered. So there are some certain upper levels. If market reaches that upper level, maybe I will consider to exit. As of now, I'll keep the view as it is. So in this particular trade, if market goes as per the view, $80, if not $14. Net to net, it's a profitable day only for us. Who wants to exit here considering this as a resistance target 1:2 achieved? You want to exit means you exit. When to look for bearish trade? Bearish trade as of now, global market has to say that. Maybe you see there is going to be a long weekend. Okay, Thursday, what is happening? I think US market is half day. Okay, that is one. And then Friday is a holiday, July 4th, I think. Saturday, Sunday market is closed. US market is kind of at near all-time high level. So during that time, whoever is holding on long positions, they might cover their shorts. Okay, they're unwind from the long position. So if that is the thing, what is going to happen? That is when I think more big opportunity towards the bearish side you can find. As of now, price action is saying, someone said on a daily time frame chart, market is forming bearishness. See, this is the upper range, this is the lower range. Market today is just forming a doji candle, right? It's just an indecision candle. Followed by this, what candle comes tomorrow? That matters. Not today's candle. Today is just a range bound market. In that we are trying to find some opportunity for us to capture. Just 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Correction. This is the breakout. Here anyone who entered, market has corrected. Trend line retest. If it moves little more lower, we have to be careful. That's why I put stop loss here, not here. So here, from here, if it gives a pullback, fine. If it gives a slight breakdown and give a pullback also is fine. We'll see what market does. Bearishness is strong. Showing some strong bearishness here. When if it forms a wick here, my setup will close. Okay. So exactly from the resistance it is covered. Now what is the sustainability range? Sustainability range is a bit. Sustainability may be after breaking this level. Sustainability can be after breaking this level. That time my trailing stop loss will hit. But okay, this breakdown correction means all the weak players it has removed. I'm not going to make any changes. So from this zone 50% chance, from this zone 70% chance of recovering. So since this is a risk-free trade, I'll just hold it on. Too much if market corrects also, people who sold on top, they will trail the stop loss and come off. So maybe market will not allow that. It will create confusion for people who sold at the upper level. We'll see about that. Ethereum, have a look. It's near the demand zone, but if you want to be bullish in the future, you just mark this level. This entire zone is demand zone. Okay, in case market goes below this zone also in the future, let's say it comes above this zone 2460, then maybe you can be looking for any bullish trade in the market. Okay, my setup, what happened? Almost near their stop loss. What kind of range is the market holding? That we will see. 382 level is a decent pullback area if the market is bullish. So that we can take as a reference point. As of now, I don't see any issue with the setup. Anyways, $18 something we will make. If market moves up to this zone, green candle, that's a problem. But if it goes up to this zone and corrects also, then continuation I can focus on. Almost close to 1 hour now. The zone. See, CF traders, I had asked to book here. Once it reached the target, I had asked you to book here also. So it's holding with me. Then up to this zone, trailing stop loss already we decided. We are going to hold up to this zone. From here, if we get, always for additional bonus we will get. If not, okay. The setup closed right now. Now, anyways, we have closed in profit. Next, the zone, the next setup, what we can have is, let me have a look. I'll let you know. So let's break down. This is the zone. Little below is also the zone. The setup is done. Okay. The zone, you see how market reacts here. Okay. In the zone, any opportunity we get towards the upside, we can look into it. That's 500 is a psychological level. Okay, this is the psychological level. We will see how market reacts here. What's happening with the global market? Ethereum is correcting a bit. S&P 500 is just within a range bound situation. Dow, Nasdaq has potential to move towards the upside. The zone, if market was holding, people would have thought about entering. It's given a breakdown. At the bottom, stop losses are kind of not there, I think. Another 1 minute. Nasdaq is kind of rallying. So that's kind of, the rallying means it's broken the day's high and showing continuation. Dow Jones also is holding on to the upper level. S&P 500 is come for a pullback. So everything is saying that they are kind of in a buying pressure zone. So if someone is entering here, 1 is 2, 3. Give me the closing. Anti-US market is in a pullback zone. From here, after correction, it might move up. And this one also is in buying pressure zone. So I will go for the setup. Okay, at the setup I've placed an order. I have considered the stop loss. I'm placing the stop loss. And target, I'm considering the zone. So this is the zone. We'll see how it goes. See, why am I looking at this is because Nasdaq, you see, it, you go for 5 minutes or something. It's trying to fill the gap. Once it gave a breakout, second, thrice, people are thinking about bearishness, it's trapping them itself. And Dow Jones, it's already at the upper level. How much market will go, they will think. That will create pressure for people. S&P 500 also. This is a range where market has come, given a breakout, removed weak player. From here, somewhat movement it can do. All of these things is saying that there is a potential. With that hope, I'm looking at the setup. If market holds on to that range, good. As of now, I'm at cost to cost. Alright traders, this is the last setup for the day. You can see I'm looking for 1,000 points move. For that, my risk is just 300 points. Okay, this is an interesting setup. I feel I've entered the trade. If market goes as per the view, then I think I will capture close to 167, 170 points. For that, I'm taking $70 risk, right? So for me, this looks like a sensible re-entry trade. It depends on what market decides to do. This is the next setup for the day. Okay, this is the next setup and this is the last setup. Already 1 hour live stream is done. Any further update related to the setup, I will share it in the group. If you guys are interested, you can come see our free Telegram channel. Okay, there we will share update. If you want further updates apart from this strategies, if you're interested in things like that, you can join our crypto community group. For that, it's absolutely free of cost. You have to open account with Delta Exchange. The link is there in the pinned comment. Okay, so I've taken an entry here. So in case it moves up to 1,07,300, 350 range, sorry, 380 range, I'll book the target, or this is the stop loss. The stop loss I will not be changing as long as market moves up to this zone. Okay, so that is the thing about the setup. As of now, my view is bullish. We will see how it goes. All the further update, I will share it in the group traders. Okay, thank you so much for participating in the live stream. Whoever has entered the trade, follow me on the free Telegram channel. There you will get the update. Okay, all right traders, good night, take care, have a good day.